What's going on? Welcome back. If you're joining me for the first time, like, share, subscribe. If this is not your first time, hello again. Now, a little different change of pace. I did post a video of that earlier. If you want to check that out, just go on the page, look up recent videos. Now, I was in an accident a couple weeks ago. I totaled my 04 Avalanche. Now, yes, I'm okay. But I did get some money from it, and I ended up picking up this. So this is a 2003 Chevrolet Suburban. Okay, yeah, it's dark out right now. It gets dark stupid early. It is an LT auto ride. Now what that means is it has adaptive suspension, front and rear, that it supplies air to the shocks on all 4 points of the vehicle at any given point in time to improve ride quality. Now it's got the rounded headlights, which I'm not a fan of. If you're familiar with GM, I like the cat eye version, so I'm going to be doing a cat eye conversion on this thing, and I will do a YouTube video on that of what you should look out for and what you should do. But all around, this thing's pretty clean. Inside and out, it is pretty clean. Now, it has 142,000 miles. The lights don't turn on whenever you turn or open the door, which is rather annoying. It is four-wheel drive, which is why I'm making this video. Now, I did shift it into 4 high and 4 low last night, and I drove it on the road. Yes, I know you're not supposed to do it on pavement, but I did it just to test it. It sounded horrible. So, I want to say that it is just low on fluid. I'm hoping. Now, if I crack that diff and fluid comes out, then it's going to be a little bit more in tune with a full-on rebuild. Not a big deal. I can do it. I have the tools, I have the meaning, and I have the experience doing it. Now, if there's no fluid in it, then there's the problem. Hopefully putting fluid in it will quiet it down. But yeah, so interior is clean. It does have its issues. Let me open the hood. So, got a GM 5.3 here. They did do head gaskets, valve covers, coils, water pump, AC lines. It does leak fluid, coolant out of that head because it hits the transmission bell housing and drips, i.e. right there. You can see the drips. Yeah, so I'm going to put some stop leak in there. I know that is not the way. It's not the way to do it, but it's just a band-aid for now until I can get the time to take the complete head off and see if the head is flat, because hopefully they just try to reuse the torque to yield bolts that come stock on the GM engines, because you can't reuse those. Once you take them off, you're supposed to throw them away and get new head bolts, or if you want to go full on out, get ARP head studs and stud the thing, but I ain't interested in that, so hopefully it's an easy fix. But again, I have the experience. I've built the motor, same motor that's in this 240 over here. So, but yeah, back to the original content of this video. It's more of like an explanation of what I'm getting myself into and a serious start. So front differential, I'm not sure of the size at all. I will do more research on that and get back to you guys. But for now, I am going to crawl up underneath her. I'm going to undo the drain plug. And yeah, let's find out what's going on down there. I would include a video on what noises it's making, but if you have any noise whatsoever coming from your front end that isn't related to the engine or the steering, it is probably going to be inside of that front differential. So, alright, well, let's crawl up under there and see what we're working with. Alright, so we're underneath this thing. This is the front differential. reposition my light. That way I don't get inside of it. Okay. So this is the front differential. That's the drain plug. That's the fill plug. Okay. Excuse my finger. Now, hopefully, whenever I take that drain plug out, fluid will come out. Well, it's kind of a loaded hope, I would say. So I already loosened it up just to make things more streamlined. Now let's see if I can. Oh yeah, I can 100% get it by hand, which is nice. Hashtag aluminum, not steel. Okay, so let's see what we're twerking with here. Ooh, yes sir. Look at that. No fluid and a bunch of stuff. I don't know if that camera can oh dear. Oh dear sakes. That's no bueno, boys and gals. No bueno. So, yeah, son. I've owned 3 GM trucks. I've never had that. That's saucy. Yes, sir. Okay, well, I'm gonna fill it full of fluid. Should take just about 2 quarts, hopefully. And that's 8090W. You can do full synthetic or you can do just conventional gear oil. That's completely up to you. I'm doing Lucas 8090 high performance gear oil just because I like to take care of my stuff. Now hopefully sticking fluid in here. Now hopefully when I stick some fluid in here and I put it in 4-wheel drive, it's not going to sound like it's going to completely implode on itself like it did before. Because it literally sounded like, I don't know, if you put some 57 rock or some, scrap concrete bents in there and you tried to put it in 4-wheel drive and drive with it. That's exactly what it sounded like. Or dry gears. So, we'll see. Hopefully, I'll get past this with my skin on because it only has 147,000 miles, but God knows, I mean, there's got to be a reason why there's no fluid in there. Bad seal? Possibly. So, we're definitely going to find out. Alright, so let me fill this thing up. I'm going to use a little hand transfer pump from Harbor Freight. They're fantastic for little jobs like this. You can use it on the transfer case as well and the rear axle. But yeah, let me go ahead and do that real quick. I'm not going to bore you guys with that. And then I'll come back when it's all finished. Alright guys, so here we are back again. So your drain plug is going to be a 13 mil and the fill plug is going to be a 15 mil. You see it up there. Now, that's a little hand transfer pump I use. You stick one end in the bottle, just like this. You stick it in there, you stick the other end in there, and you hand pump it. It's super, super easy. This is the stuff I'm using. Lucas 8090 gear oil, trans and diff lube. If you have a manual transmission, you're going to use diff oil. I've used it in my 04 Avalanche. Excuse me, I'm laying down on my creeper. I've used Lucas in my 04 Avalanche without a hitch. Worked out perfect. I used AMSOIL in my 04 Silverado 4x4. I think they all had the same differential. Like I said, I'm going to do more research. That way I'm not telling you all the wrong information. But yeah, someone's listening to Steve Aoki right now. I don't know if that's unnecessary. It's, what time is it? Like 8:30 at night? Nah, that ain't right. But anyway, as I was saying. So yeah, hopefully that little crunchy noise goes away. We'll see. I'll definitely make a video, a little follow-up video. Hopefully this will help some of you and give you an insight onto what it's like changing the front differential or doing a service on your front differential fluid. If it does happen that I need to rebuild it, I'll make a video on that too. Can't be that hard. I rebuilt the transfer case, so. But, alright y'all, if you liked the video, like it. If you want to comment and see something I can improve on, comment. If you want to show it to a friend, share it. So, alright y'all, until next video, hopefully soon. Peace out. Alright, so, initial report. I just took it around the block. Well, up the street in 4 high, 4 low, then put it back into and drove it around the block. It sounds 100 times better than what it used to sound. It does still have a slight little howl to it, which I'm gonna leave the fluid that I just put in there for about a week. Maybe that'll clean some of the crud that's inside of the gears out, drain the fluid, and put new fluid back in it, and go from there. Now, if it still makes the howl, I'll probably end up having to rebuild the differential, or I'll price out how much it'll be to get a differential from the local junkyard. So, but hey, quieted down a lot. It worked. So, and that's what I was thinking. I'm like, man, there's got to be no fluid in there. It sounds dry. It literally sounded like crunchy peanut butter. But yeah, another outro. Catch you guys on the flip side.